You're welcome to Remit Trade Academy. My name is Paradise and I will be bringing you this cryptocurrency video. In today's video, I'm going to focus on BTC USDT and Ethereum USDT. One thing very important about today's video is that I'm going to show you something very important on the chart right now and what you will use for the upcoming week trade. Everybody is freaking out on BTC and their position, and it's very important you have to understand the reason why you are trading or holding a coin, and you must have to define your long term very clearly. Before I go in deeply to this video, very interesting one, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please help subscribe to the channel Remit Trade, hit that like button and don't forget to turn the bell notification. And also leave a like for this video. You will see BTC have been going right down with intense bearish move. So if you look at your chart very well at this point, this is where I marked out, talk about after this move right here, a possible move to the upside before we'll see the next move again. So right here, we've seen the market move down, then go up to this point. Right at this point is where we see the market holding. And at this area was where we see the market move drastically from in the past, from this point, this very zone at this point, and this area as well. So this area is very important, and there is something I want to show you guys that is very important. I just found out on my chart. So I am going to use the MACD, and I found out a very strong divergence on this chart right here. If you look at this MACD very well, there is a divergence around this area that we saw previously on this chart. You see here, there's a divergence from this point to this area. So if I draw this divergence from here to this area, this small histogram on this point at this level, then I draw it on the chart from this area to this point. We see after this divergence, market drop right down, and this is going down on the indicator, and on the chart the market is going up with this line. If you look at that and then you take this same scenario, not only this same scenario, if you go back on your chart and find out possible divergence, if you've been looking at divergence in your trading, you will discover we are seeing same thing around this area. If you see from this area, there's a divergence here. Market is slightly going up with this line right here, and then if I draw this same line on the chart, if I move this chart from here, from this point right here down to where the market is right now, to this very point, you see the price is sloping down, and then the indicator is slightly moving up with the MACD histogram not going with much momentum around this area. If you look at the way Bitcoin crashed back down previously, at this level was where we see the market pick up. This point is not that far from what we are seeing right here on this chart. This is what I'm looking out for, guys. Now at this very level, I am expecting the market to go back up. Now, when market goes back up, this is a possible point where we'll see resistance for the market to come back down before the market will rise up again. The worst thing that will happen is the market will slightly come back down to $42,000 and $41,000 before the market will move back up. So this area and this area is what I am expecting the price to hold right now before we see a drastic move to the upside on BTC. Reason being that market have been going down all this while, and we need a good retracement or impulse that will come into the market again to stabilize price. And if you look at it also on the MACD signal line and the MACD line have been going down right here. And right now we see it's almost at this very point. The worst case scenario, like I said earlier, is for the market to come back down. And if market come back down into this level, MACD line and the signal line will come back down a little bit, making it to this point, which repeats history at this level, and market will go back up. This is my directional bias right now on BTC. ETH USDT, if you look at this chart, you will see something very important, and I want to show you that as well. This very level has been very strong for Ethereum, and I've been talking about this level in my previous videos. And if you look at what is happening right here, you see a divergence as well happening right now on this chart. If you look at this very well, if I draw this trend line and I draw it from this level to this point where the market is right now, and I move this slightly bit inside, the price on the chart is sloping downward a little bit. And then if I take the same thing and apply it on the indicator from this point to this level, we see another divergence here. If you look at the momentum right here on the histogram, is dying down, and then at this level we are not seeing this MACD line and the signal line coming into the negative side of the MACD. So what I am expecting as well on ETH is for the market to bounce back. Possible area where you should expect resistance is this very level here. If I move this to the upside, and then this very clear level is where you should expect resistance in the future. One more thing, guys, if you look at this, if this fail, because when you are trading divergence, you have to take note of 2 points. This point is where we see the divergence. The worst thing that will happen to this chart is for the market to come back slightly down. So this level where the market is right now should hold the market to move back up after this divergence that is happening right now. And then if markets come back down to this point, this also should hold the market and market should go back up. So this is very, very important point you should look out for your day trading strategy. So this is my directional bias right now on BTC and ETH. For Bitcoin, I'm expecting price to move back up, and also for Ethereum, I'm expecting price to move also from this level and this level from this analysis. If you've not subscribed to this channel, help subscribe to the channel. Check the channel for other informative and educational content. If you want to enroll for the Remit course, check in the description of this video and you will see a contact and reach out to us and get trained properly on how to trade cryptocurrencies. Thank you very much, guys, for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next video.